April 3rd, 2018. Sunny California. A quiet afternoon at YouTube headquarters. People were chatting, filming, editing. Just another day in the world's biggest video platform. Then, gunshots, screams, panic. Employees ran for their lives as a woman entered the campus, armed, cold, silent, opening fire before turning the weapon on herself. Her name was Nasim Najafi Aghdam, a YouTuber, a creator, just like millions others. But something changed inside her. This wasn't about money, it wasn't about fame, it was about control, obsession, rage. Because Nasim believed YouTube was targeting her, shadow banning her, killing her channel video by video. And in her final days, she left a trail, bizarre videos, cryptic messages, and chilling rants before committing the unthinkable. This isn't internet drama. This is the moment the digital dream turned into a nightmare, and YouTube's never been the same. She called herself Persian warrior, a vegan activist, a fitness guru, a creative spirit trapped in a broken algorithm. Nasim Najafi Aghdam posted hundreds of videos, dancing, cooking, ranting against animal cruelty. Her content was odd, sometimes unsettling, but passionate. At first, she got views. Then, her channel flatlined. She believed YouTube was deliberately destroying her. She uploaded videos in English, Farsi, and Turkish. She danced with cartoon animations. She spoke to the camera with intensity, sometimes shaking, furious, begging people to listen.
I'm being discriminated and filtered on YouTube.
She shouted in one video, "This is not freedom of expression." Her website, still archived today, is a chaotic maze of accusations. Images of starving animals, screenshots of her falling analytics, a manifesto against YouTube, Google, and Western society. Most dismissed her as eccentric, a frustrated creator lost in the endless noise of content. But then she disappeared. For 2 days in late March 2018, her family couldn't reach her. They reported her missing to the police. When they found her sleeping in her car near Mountain View, California, just miles from YouTube headquarters, they warned the officers. She hates YouTube. The police let her go. On April 3rd, 2018, she walked into the YouTube campus wearing a long jacket, carrying a 9mm Smith & Wesson, and opened fire. 3 people were shot. 1 woman was left in critical condition. Terrified employees ran through stairwells, hiding behind desks, unsure if this was real. Some thought it was a prank, a bad dream. It wasn't. Outside, she turned the gun on herself. Her final act wasn't caught on camera, but her final message was everywhere. But why did she decide to do such a horrible act? Nasim had been a YouTuber since 2010. Over time, she became obsessed with algorithm changes, demonetization, and her loss of reach. And she wasn't wrong. YouTube had changed. Content that once flourished was now buried. Monetization rules had shifted. Even large creators were seeing their channels struggle. But for Nasim, this wasn't just business, it was personal. She called it censorship. She felt silenced, invisible, erased. And like so many others who feel ignored by the digital gods, she started looking for someone to blame. YouTube became the enemy. After the shooting, YouTube issued statements. They tightened security. The story trended for days and then it vanished. The platform never spoke publicly about Nasim again. No memorials, no mention in annual rewinds. It was as if the tragedy had been deleted, like a demonetized video. But creators still remember. Many whispered, "What if this is where we're all headed?" Chasing numbers, begging for clicks, screaming into a void until something inside breaks. This wasn't the act of a random shooter. It was a creator whose desperation turned into destruction. And the scariest part, there are thousands more like her. Not killers, but broken, alone in front of a screen, losing themselves in the very platform that once gave them hope. What if your next recommended video was a cry for help? What if the smiling creator on your screen was slowly unraveling? And what if, buried beneath layers of thumbnails and clickbait, there are more Nasims waiting to snap? Because when the views vanish, when the algorithm turns its back, the cameras may still be rolling, but the mask begins to crack. And sometimes, the darkest horror isn't what a person sees on YouTube, it's what they become because of it.